Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. There are times when handling straw, you would want small bales like this rather than big bales. I mean, if you're sort of a small to medium-sized farm, you very likely going to have much smaller machinery, and your tractor or loader or whatever you've got might struggle to handle big bales. But one that's like half the size, like these little ones that we're putting out, would be just right for a small farm. And also, they are small enough that you could roll them around. You wouldn't be able to physically pick them up and carry them, but you could definitely move them a lot more easily by hand than you could with one that wasn't quite so big. One that wasn't quite so small. Like if you got one that's a lot bigger than that, you're going to struggle to even just roll it over as you're sort of trying to move them around in order to be able to use them. So there are times when it's quite handy to have these small bales. That's it for our straw. We got a little bit of wheat that we're going to do as well. So we will have a little bit more baling that we can go and do. I like this baler. This one's quite cool. The only problem I've got with the square bales is when it comes to making silage. And you make the square bales, you've then got to go back through and you've got to wrap them yourself, because there's no automatic wrapper that you can put behind a baler that would actually be able to do it. So that's the only disappointment really with those. Now, where is our... Oh, he's made it. Ideal. So we go and sell the last little bit here. And then we've got this trailer. Has been tested. The downside to this trailer is that it drifts. It does have this really disappointing habit of sliding all over the place. I don't like that at all. That is absolutely 100% a disappointment for me. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And there's a nice bit of area there for us to... like the selling area there is big enough that you can just sort of drive by. You haven't got to reverse in, do anything difficult. So that was just under 8 grand for one pallet of planks going in there. You've got a long trip with the planks, taking them down to there. You've got to move them from all the way up the top, up there, right the way across the map down here in order to sell planks if you're getting into doing that. That's just on this map, isn't it? Okay, that one... As I'm likely to want that 8R again, let's bring that one back towards the yard, shall we? So let's set a destination. Well, for now, I will sit that on the road right there. So he's not very far from here, but he'll at least sort of go along a little bit. That's everything that I want to do in there. So we've got a load of honey to sell. We've got a load of stuff in the greenhouses. Let's have a look and see what the production is doing. How are we doing for water? We're fine for water. We've got loads and loads of it. And honey in here, I've got about 5,000 litres storing as well. So, there's nothing else that I want to do right now. Let's skip the night, shall we? We go Shift Z like that. Sleep. I want to harvest everything. I want to get some pigs. That's about it, I think, for this map, and then we'll move on. So I'll be able to... I will have already, by the time you're watching this, I will have gotten first impressions of the idea for building a town. And then I can just kind of work it from there. So I've got wheat over there that is now ripe and ready to roll. I've got... Let's have a look. Crops... Growth. We got 2 fields of wheat. So I can leave August and I can jump into September. Because if we look in September. Soybeans. September. Soybeans. No, soybeans aren't ready in September. That's sorghum. The soybeans and the corn, October. So I might as well go and harvest the wheat now, because then I've got to wait a couple of months before I can do anything else. So you can just shut off a minute. I have got a bit more straw, because it'll be the wheat right there and the other one as well. So let's go and do that, shall we? Let's take you. And First up, we will do this small field right here. So I'm going to want to go and get my header off of the trailer, which is the other side of the bean field. Way over there. Actually, I'm going to bring it back because we're going to need the header trailer to get the header through to the next field in over that way. One other question about sort of doing a map where I'm building a whole town from scratch. What if I was to use one of the other maps that have got things more sort of established? You know, a bit like this, but I build an extra town on it. So I'm less involved with doing forestry work. I'm sort of thinking I don't really want to do it like that because I like the idea of doing a whole load of forestry work for it because we got so many options for forestry work, including just deleting the trees. So it's not like we're having to... What happened there? Oh, I'm catching on here because I got the combine is just a little bit oversized for the trailer, really. We're going to put this. I want it out of the way of some of the other stuff. Let's go on around this way. I'll put this one all the way over here somewhere. Like that. There we go. Right, now we can go there, and then I can unfold this combine, and I can get this header on, and we can make a start with that. So let's spin you round, and hook you on there, and then I'm not going to be able to get out of here. Yes, I can. I mean, I utterly decimated that poor fast track over there. It was just sitting there minding its own business, but, you know, besides that, everything was tickety-boo. Shall we? And leaving the swath behind. Excellent. Everything is going according to the master plan. Apart from the fact that I've just gone and left that. But I don't even need to worry about keeping the swath tidy. I don't have to worry about the baler man coming along behind me. Because the baler man has got the really, really, really wide pickup. With that rake thing. Which is so cool. So cool. Can't believe I didn't use that at all in FS19. I know it was around. I just don't really remember seeing it very much. I remember seeing like a couple of screenshots of one working or something like that. I don't even know if there was one on the mod hub. Might have been. I'm genuinely not sure now. I'm thinking back, and I'm really trying to think whether or not there was one available or not. I don't think there was. I mean, there would have been on external sites, but as a rule, I try to avoid using anything from external sites. And I still try to avoid using anything from external sites now with this series as well. Well, not just this series, with all of them. Sometimes I've got to, but I know a lot of you prefer it when I only use mods that are available on Mod Hub because it makes it a lot easier for you to follow along. I know that there are some of you that do like to try and use all of the same mods that I'm using and replicate a lot of what I'm doing on a map, which I think is really cool. Like, so I do try to keep that in mind. And if there's ever a mod that you don't know where it is or where it's come from, just let me know. If I haven't got a mod from Mod Hub, then I will provide a link for it, provided it's not one that I've been given, you know, especially, and then I can tell you about it. I put links on Discord, so you've got the link for the Discord in the description down below. I always put the links on the Discord, and then you can go onto Discord and you can capture all the links on there and sort of see where everything is. So they're always on there. They're not going to be hidden anywhere else. And, well, that's it. There's nothing particularly special about that. You'll find the links. There's a couple of pages. There's one for stuff from FS19, and then there's one for stuff from FS22. Nice and simple. Right, we've almost finished this field. I'm deliberately sort of making a bit more of a mess of this to see what it's going to be like picking it all up with the baler over there, because I think we're not going to have any problems with it at all. I think it's just going to be interesting to see if, like, how well it copes with doing a tidy up job. So that is why I am doing this very, very much all over the place and making a proper pig's ear of leaving a tidy line behind. It is quite deliberate. I don't normally do it this badly. I know I don't want anyone coming out and saying, oh yeah you do. And that's, I'm talking to you, Smoodalini, and also, you know, you, Smock Farmer, I can see you saying that, and Upsalahausen Markstead, you're another one. You're another guilty culprit who would immediately say, yeah, you do. We know you do. And Jimmy J is no doubt there in the background thinking much the same thing. Possibly Duck Zorley, although he doesn't watch all of the videos, but he does sort of come in every now and then and give his tuppence worth. I know you're all there. You're all there. You're all part of this community. You're all hugely valued part of this community. But I know you're all there. Ryder, you're probably skulking around waiting to say such things. No, I'm not hitting this tractor either. I know you're all just waiting for the opportunity. Like a pack of vultures waiting for any mistake that might happen. And so you can go and cash in on it. You can see you all now. Ryder is up on the side. He's the one that's on the top of the tree, and he's starting to flap down towards the mistake that I've made, yelling out, I call the dark meat. And if you can tell me what film that is from, I'll be impressed, because that's been out for a very long time. So you're all a pack of vultures. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I'm just calling out some of the most regular people that comment and so on. There's also Panda as well. Panda's another one who'd probably be quick to point out the mistakes and enjoy it and love it. This is why I've got a lot of you guys as moderators, because you know you're really, really good at this stuff, and I'm far too irresponsible for things like moderating. But yeah. You're all the vultures. I know that there are only 3 vultures, but you're all vultures. Like we've got more of them now. We've got more. I mean it, you know, in the nicest possible way. Why is that hitch on there, whereas other times it's used a different hitch? Is it just because I happen to be nearer the other hitch, so it went onto that one instead? But this time it's gone onto that one. Let me unhitch that. Oh. It does whichever hitch is nearest. I never noticed. That's really cool. That is actually really, really cool. I like that. Okay, to get to the other field, we've actually got to go out onto the road, because there's no other way to reach it. So we'll go up this track here. And then we'll go onto the road, and you've got to go in the top, because you can't... Oh, actually, no. There's a bit through there. Well, it's too late now. I could just go down through the river. I'm not going to do that. Yes, I am. Let's just go down through the river, shall we? I should have gone along the road over there. Forgot about that one. Okay, so I don't need to go out onto the main road. I can just go through that road over there. So we'll bring this one in over here. Like that. And I was busy calling all of my most loyal fans vultures. And yeah, so one of you, I don't know why, but Ryder, I've got you pegged as the vulture that screams, I wanted I call the dark meat, as you fly down to my corpse to pick it clean. And then the rest of you are just sort of, you know, having whatever's left. Because Ryder has established his dominance by stating that he's having the dark meat and no one else is. Let me go and do that. And off we go. I'm going to do once around, and then... Ah, there's the... Oh, it's wilted. It's the little bit that was left over from when I drilled over the field, when I shouldn't have done. And it's gone and wilted now. Yeah, so anyway, now that I've made, I don't even remember what mistake I was making, but I'm sure some of you will have gleefully remind me what mistake I was making. To finish up this harvest, I've got a little bit to do here, and then we want to do some baling, and then once we've done the baling, actually let's do this a bit faster, shall we? Speed that up. I've got all of the bales to go and pick up, so we need to go and get an auto load trailer, and then we can go and do the picking up of the bales as well. And then once we've done that, we've got straw for pigs, we've got most of the food for the pigs now. The only bit that we've got left is to go and get all of that corn over there. Actually, the one other thing that we haven't done is a root crop. I've done no root crop harvest, and there's the really cool root crop, the new machine. And I like this one. I've not really used it. I used it a little bit in one of the... So you got a mod there. You got the original one that we've all used so many times. We've used that one a lot. But now we have this one, which is the Space Age Potato Harvester. This thing looks so cool. And I did use it a bit in a stream when the game first came out. Other than that, I haven't really used it. I'm wondering about doing a potato harvest before we leave, but that means I've got to like wait for another whole harvest to come through. But that way we got some root crops for pigs. But I mean, maybe actually we could always just do pigs in the next series as well. Like if we have pigs going on in the next series, then we don't need to worry about it in this one. We can just establish this bit, get the pigs started, see what they're like, and then move on to the new map. The other things that I was talking about doing was like making some of these fields bigger. So like that one over there in particular was joining some of those fields together so that they produce a lot more crop. And yeah, I think that could be quite a cool thing to go and do. But maybe we could do that with the next series. Now, there's a mod that I've now got. Wow, how many lights does this thing got? It's got four lots of light going on there. I've got a mod that makes the lights more powerful. You get much more range with the lights, so you can see a lot further, which is quite cool. I think that does actually look pretty good. I'm going to put the hired help going with this now. So set you going up there and have the hired help on. I've got 8,000. We'll easily get everything that's in here into the combine, and then the combine's done. Actually, well, then it'll be soybeans, so we'll want this same header, and then we can change the header over. We'll worry about that in a minute. We don't need to get too concerned about that. Right, why are you... Oh, because you were on your way back. You were diligently on your way back, and I told you to park up here in the middle of the field and then wait for further instructions. So you've been sat there for 2 days waiting for further instructions. Probably would have been helpful if you told us that you'd got there, and then, you know, we could have given you the further instructions. I know you left a little... That makes such a difference. Sorry, I was coughing and choking. Big difference there. Let's see what's actually going on. So anyway... I know the dude did just kind of like leave that little post-it note up in the top corner of the screen. Say that, you know, he finished his job, but I wasn't paying attention to that. You can't expect me to pay attention to everything. I'm a busy man. I got a lot of stuff to do. I can't be doing everything. Right. I'm gonna leave that one going. We need to go and get our auto load trailer. That's what we're gonna use next. So I'm gonna do it with this one, because we've got that trailer. That one can stay there. And actually, we don't want that trailer anymore. We're only testing that trailer, so we can send that one back. Let's return that trailer first, shall we? Trailers. It's not that trailer then. This is... Well, what trailer is it? Nope, it's not under miscellaneous. It's under that. Oh, have I leased it? I did. That's a bale loader trailer. Return. Yes. Okay. Job done. Roller car. It's got the road rage. Probably not going to want to use that one either, so let's return that one. I'm going to keep the dune buggy, though. Right. This tractor right here, I'm going to just drive him up to the top end of the field, and then... Actually, I might as well just drive this one all the way to the dealership, and we'll go and get the trailer that we want to use. And once we've done that, we've got... Okay, the combine is just about finished now. We're nearly on the end of the day anyway. I'll drive this over to the dealership, then we'll jump back to the combine and we'll just gather up those last two little bits of wheat that are there. And then that's done, and we want to be getting set up ready to start harvesting beans and corn. Beans will be the same header, so we don't need to go and change anything around just yet. We can just keep that header on, and we can... Well, I probably won't jump through the hedge. We'll have a look. Right, you stay there a minute. The bales can stay in the field, it doesn't really matter. I want to go to you. Alright, there's a couple little bits right there. Let's get those. So there's one little bit. It would have been good if I'd had the mod that increases the speed that you drive. And everything works. Okay, I've gone and picked up those little bits that were left, but it didn't actually increase the amount of wheat that was in the combine. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I was hoping we'd get a bit more. Well, that's how it is. And let's drop you off onto there like that. Oh, wow. Completely flipped it about face as well. I wasn't actually expecting that. And then we got here, and we have it go onto the magical like that. It just... That's so cool, having the extra hitch sticking out like that. And now the header isn't like... I mean, yeah, if I folded up the combine properly, it would probably really not interact with the combine at all, and it would work actually how it's supposed to properly work, but this is good enough. So I'm going to put you over to there, and we'll put that spout out a minute. And then... Okay. There we go. On that one. So we've got 10,000 litres of wheat in here already. We got wheat for weeks. We got ample wheat here. We got no trouble at all. We got wheat and barley. That's going to keep the pigs going for ages and ages. We've got no issues with that at all. It's just kind of like what we do after that. I go and bring you into there. Load that bad boy up. Take everything out of there. And then while that's loading... do I need to... I don't actually need to do anything else tonight. So what I can do... is I can go up to this one. I can just skip the night a minute. Yeah, sleep. Just while he's doing the unloading. Because I got nothing else I need to harvest at the moment. There's nothing that's going to go bad. Anything like that. And we can get this trailer. That can start heading back to the field. And then we should be able to go and start harvesting beans in a minute. Let's go to you. Bale loaders. And yes, we do have to have a trailer. So we got that. We want automatic bale loading. Yes. See, if I get that as a no. Can I buy it a minute? I'm not in a tractor. I'm going to let the time just sort of keep ticking. Actually, let's do that really fast, otherwise I'm going to forget, and then it's going to be like mid-afternoon or something in the game. I don't want it to be mid-afternoon. I want it to just sort of go to about 10 o'clock-ish. 10 o'clock, ideal. Right, we'll put that down to ×1 now. So, I've got this one right here. Doesn't have automatic bale loading. Should be off. Unfold tipper. Ah. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is actually really, really cool, that bit. It's got tension belts. Why can't it have tension belts when it's got the auto-load function on it? Why can't I have both? I don't understand. Why is the script for the auto-load connected to the tension belts? That's the only... I'm assuming that that's what it is. So I did see that comment somewhere. So I think it was Doc Berry, possibly, on our Discord, who actually said that. But it's connected... He thinks it's connected to the auto-load. The auto-load uses some hidden aspect in the game that changes the straps. It uses the straps for the bales instead of actual straps. I don't like it. Alright? I don't like it. I think it's wrong on every level. Why can't I have straps on here? Why can't I have the auto-load trailer? Nothing wrong with that, is there? Can I have an auto-load trailer with straps as well? There's got to be a way to do it. Someone please do this for me. Operating position. So you don't have the unfold bit for the ramps or anything at the back. You've got no strap options on here at all, but you do have an auto-load function. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. But it's just a shame, because I want the bales to go on there, and then I want to be able to auto-load them afterwards. Now, I'm going to set destination here. She's going to just sort of do it like that. So he's like partway across the road. He's probably going to be blocking traffic, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everybody will be fine. Okay, so let's just shut that one off a minute, and then I'll go to the actual combine. Oh, September. Double O. It's not actually ready to harvest yet, so the wheat would have spoiled, but September doesn't actually have anything to harvest. We got nothing that we can do for another month. I suppose what I could do, actually, we'll just shut that one off a minute. We've got... How's our greenhouses doing? We'll just have a look in there. Greenhouse is doing absolutely fine. Strawberries is the one that uses up the most storage. There's no storage used up on there, and the same in there. So we will go a little bit quicker with the timescale. AI has completed their task. So we'll go to 60 times speed. I'll go with you. I'll go like that. And all you have is an operating position. It's just whichever bale you happen to grab first is the one that dictates what bales you're picking up. So it's got 42 on there. That one's too big. Doesn't like it. Bale loader only allows one size bale at a time. So this is the medium size bale. Should be that one, and then I think we got one of these over here. And then I think it's big bales only. Yeah, so I got 3 right here. So you go to this bit, we go to transporting position like that. Unload bales. Now I can unload the bales onto the trailer. Like that. And I press Y to reset. And it's just like that. So we got operating position. It loads them up again. Transport position. Unload bales, but now I've got unfold tipper X. What have I unfolded? I don't know. Unload bales. Oh, that's to cancel the unload function. Right, I'm with you now. I understand. I was being a bit slow. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.